How's it going, guys? I'm Vivi and welcome back to another Crash Bandicoot related video. Now, how's the Sane Trilogy going so far, guys? I hope you're not having too much trouble with the color gems in Crash Bandicoot 1. I actually managed to get the green gem. I've been reading stuff online and people find that the green gem is the hardest in the Sane Trilogy, but that is not the point of the video. But I am so happy. Now, for this very quick video, I want to go over some great news. Now, this might not come out as a surprise for some of you. I mean, it's Crash Bandicoot we're talking about, right? It's obvious. A game which was released like 20 years ago, people loved it, it's great, and yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. So here goes. The Sane Trilogy is currently at spot number 1 in the UK's top selling chart. The game is also currently number 1 seller on Amazon UK. It's the second biggest launch sales of 2017, the first one being Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, the US charts hasn't been reported yet. Apparently the game is sold out in Australia. It's very hard to find. I've been reading stuff online and people have been freaking out. The game is selling like crazy. The same thing perhaps applies for other areas as well. Maybe you guys might mention it in the comments, who knows? The way they've been promoting the game lately, it's very good, and the sales, it's showing. Sure, a lot of people bought it because they grew up with the game or it simply caught their interest, but whatever they're doing, it's working. The game selling well overseas just shows what kind of potential a remake has. For example, a remake such as Spyro the Dragon. I found something on YouTube recently. User Faith SDK apparently is working on this fan game, and I gotta say the model this user has been working on, it is awesome. If Spyro looks like this, just like the classic version but updated, I am going to be excited. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Vicarious Visions will be the one to handle the Spyro remake or remaster, whatever you want to call it. However, when the Sane Trilogy was announced, many have been talking about Crash Team Racing. Now, that was another one which was loved by a bunch of fans. And the thing is, Vicarious is up for it. If they're given permission, they would love to work on it. In the end, it all comes down to Activision. They decide it's their IP. With Crash selling very well, perhaps Spyro could be next. Now, when is it going to get announced? If it is in the works, let's say PSX 2017, perhaps that's a bit too early. Maybe E3 2018? Maybe announce it how Sean Layden announced Crash Bandicoot at E3 2016? That'd be sweet. Now, any subtle hints? Remember Crash Bandicoot? We had this poster, we had the t-shirt, we had the launch trailer for the PS4. Now sure, those weren't meant to be real teasers, but the fact that all of this turned out to be true, it is insane. Or should I say, insane. Get it? Okay, I'll leave. Now, apart from this PlayStation Netherlands picture with Kratos, Spyro in the back and all that, are there any other hints out there regarding a Spyro remake? I haven't seen one. Looking at what they did to Crash Bandicoot, the posters and all that, I'm assuming stuff will start appearing for Spyro. People hoping that what they did to Crash happens to Spyro. Looking back at this picture, this could maybe be a hint towards another PlayStation All-Stars. Now that's another wanted installment, so if this is hinting towards that, knowing what they did to Crash, I mean, it's possible. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Skylanders, apparently there's not going to be a game in 2017. What could this mean? Does this mean that Activision is planning on saying yes to a Spyro remake? Who knows? I mean, Skylanders Academy, maybe they're focused on that as well. As for Skylanders Imaginators, they will keep on updating the game, but that's it. Now, talking about Skylanders Academy, Season 2 will premiere in fall 2017 and Season 3 has been confirmed. That one will start in 2018. Look at it this way, guys. If Activision wants to use Spyro, he is being used in Skylanders Academy, the whole universe of Skylanders pretty much, right? Instead of having another game in 2017, they're still using the IP in some sort of way. In a TV show, hey look, Spyro's in an animated TV show, that's gonna attract a bunch of fans, right? And here's the thing, Activision owns 2 classic IPs, games which were pretty big back then. Why would Activision not say yes to a Spyro remake, along with an already running TV show with pretty good reviews? Now, the obvious answer to all this is how the sales of the Sane Trilogy turn out. Look, it's number 1 in the UK charts right now. It's number 1 seller on Amazon UK. Sure, we don't have the sales charts for the US, but I'm assuming it's selling like hotcakes. And with the fact that Sony held back at E3 2017, maybe they're hiding something, I don't know. Maybe they're planning on revealing a bunch of new games at PSX 2017. But dude, Spyro isn't owned by Sony. Why would PSX be a thing in all this? Well look, Sean Layden from Sony came up on stage and announced Crash Bandicoot, fully remastered from the ground up. Sony and Activision came to an agreement to release it on the PS4. Now we don't know if it's a timed exclusive yet. Many people are still wondering about that. So with that in mind, Sony and Activision, they might do the same thing to Spyro. They could announce it at PSX 2017, but like I said, maybe that's a bit too early, but I don't know. Could be E3 2018, right? But other than that, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. So as usual, leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about these sales in the UK? Do you think this means anything for the Spyro series at all? Leave all your thoughts in the comments, and as usual, I've been Vivi, and thanks for watching.